Let's all welcome, gusto ko yung buong pangalan, Christopher John Orlandi D2. Welcome, Chris!
Hi, Tita Rose. Good morning. Hello to everyone watching. Thanks for that very kind introduction.
Siguro umpisahan natin, siguro tanong ko muna, kasi nag-retire ka na. When did you retire again? What year was that? Just a few years ago, correct?
2018.
2018.
November.
Do you miss basketball?
I missed the competition. Not so much playing professionally, but I miss my friends in the league. I miss my my teammates and being able to compete in a sporting event. Iba yung you're really training and you can see the results of your hard work and the teamwork, come to fruition. So yun yung unique at enjoy sa sports.
So I remember kasi in a previous interview, you already mentioned na talagang very rigorous, di ba, you would wake up very early in the morning and do all your mga exercises, mga workout, etc. What replaced that activity now that you are no longer a professional basketball player?
Yeah, I miss playing for the fans actually, and that's what I miss about the being a professional player in the Philippines kasi basketball is a big deal in our country, so and you get quite a bit of support and following then. So yun yung nakakamiss. Going back to your question, what
replaced those rigorous workout?
In terms of schedule and goals, siguro it's being an entrepreneur, with the business side naman. But in terms of workout and exercise, keeping fit, I still hit the gym and do my own workout. And yung competition naman sa sport, I play golf, but definitely not very competitive. I'm just a weekend golfer. I play once a week with my brother-in-law, my father-in-law, and my brother. So more of a bonding type of but we still nandun pa rin competitive drive, di ba? Na sa makaano na frustrate, and you tend to research and study every detail, analyze everything, what went wrong and how can I get better. Yung ganung mindset hindi pa rin nawawala. YouTube, you tend to read stuff, YouTube, ask stuff and just figure out what went wrong, why did I hit this way, why did I play this way. So yung pagka-nerd ko lumalabas.
How old were you when you resigned? I retired rather in
I was 2018, so 33.
33. Was that really already in your previous year's plans na, at the age of 33, I will now stop playing professional basketball and then do something else? Was that really in your plan?
I don't think it was a specific age talaga, but more of the circumstance then. Like I already played a full 4-year contract with the national team, and then after I played 5 years in the PBA with Rain or Shine. And actually that 5 years was extended na twice. So I had a 3-year contract and then a 1 year and then another 1 year. So, even before I renewed, as well at the back of my mind, baka hindi ko na nagtuloy ito, no? So parang I just felt it was time na, no? And I've not accomplished what I wanted to accomplish. I wanted to win more championships sana, but I had a good ride and had fun also. So I think it's time to start building a new career elsewhere na focus talaga, kasi you cannot be just playing basketball and doing business at the same time and expect to be great at both, diba? It really requires a lot of concentration and focus. But I was doing I was investing and had some businesses while I was playing basketball, but more on a not a very active role, so now after basketball at least I could concentrate more on the business side and being a dad. I think a big factor also is being a dad. I have 2 kids na, diba? And sometimes you're home, you're physically with them, but your mind is elsewhere. You're thinking about basketball and work, and you're worried about this and that, and you're thinking of all these ideas, and you're not really mentally, emotionally with them, and which I felt was
correct.
I didn't want that rin naman, diba? So I didn't mind giving up one thing and just focus on a few things that really mattered, at least at this stage, when my kids are really growing fast. I wanted to be with them. I wanted them to have a father who was present, emotionally, physically, while they're growing up in that very formative stage. So that was also a key factor. And also being a good husband, of course. Diba?
Of course. Yeah, Valentine na
mga
next
yung
week,
totoong
ano?
boss natin.
Shout out to Cla.
Yes.
Naalala ko tuloy yung when we were talking about yung hindi ka na ganun ka rigorously mag-exercise but you still do. Meron ka bang promise sa sarili mo na, okay, I am an athlete, I shouldn't be having a dad bod?
Yeah, for sure.
Me-
For sure,
Meron
for
kang
sure.
ganon?
Yeah.
Oo.
It's always there. And I think yung workout and living healthy physically and
Yes.
even with the way I eat, it's become lifestyle na eh. So hindi mo na pwedeng balikan yung, or not balikan, parang you had a disciplined life for the last how many decades,
Yes.
diba? So parang it's ingrained na yun sa'yo, and you cannot, it's just so hard to, to switch and not work out. Hindi na maka-workout a few days, hindi na mapakali.
Uh-huh.
Parang I need to do something, even if it's not like a game or a gym workout, at least walk or keep active
Yeah.
somehow, get the heart rate up, pawis ng konti, diba? Nasanay na eh. I feel
You're
very
like Tito
sluggish and
Marvin.
lethargic. No, exercise is good eh. Parang it makes you sharper,
Yeah,
it makes
siya.
you
Eh, kaya
release
lang
some
minsan ako
endorphins
parang,
na
I wanna
happy,
lie
diba?
down.
Ako na sumasakit ulo ko pag and I feel so
Pag
lethargic and
sumusobra.
sluggish if you're just, if you're just lying down and
Yeah.
not doing anything. Oh, yeah.
How about your diet? Anong diet mo?
Diet.
Mm.
Nothing in particular. I just try to avoid unhealthy stuff, high in cholesterol, too much sweets, mga fats and
Yeah.
skins, meat. Try to eat less red meat now, especially since I'm not
Uh-huh.
as actively working out na, diba? I'm not
Mhm.
training professionally and not training every day. So I cut down on the red meat kasi it's harder to break down. It has more, cholesterol and whatnot. So more lean meat, siguro fish, more gulay. And then the carbs, siguro not so much yung mga white rice na, di ba? Yung mga mas madali i-break down, no? Na
Yeah.
sugars and carbs. More ganun na
Oo.
siguro. Matanda na eh. Kailangan na eh. Dati, kahit ano lang eh. Lamon, you're gonna burn it tomorrow.
Oo nga eh. You have to consider your age also. Sige, so now let's talk about your negosyo naman. Even while you were still playing basketball, meron ka na on the side eh, correct?
Yes.
Oo.
Sige, my first investment siguro when I was still playing basketball, this was after college, was in advertising. I don't think many people knew that, but I got into, because I was doing some mga endorsements and these photo shoots, and I worked a lot with agencies and brands, no.
Correct.
So I felt like there was an opportunity in the advertising space, particularly in the out of home. So we had mga billboards. So my friends and I, we set up a company that built and
What's it
operated billboard. V-Link. And then
okay.
V-Link. And so we're a vendor for mga out of home advertising requirements in billboards in EDSA and the highways and mga SLEX and ganyan. And then that was the first, no. It's still up and running. And then we.
Is it
after
still
that,
operational?
Yeah. Yes, still operational.
Okay.
Very much,
All
very
right.
much. And we're still growing, although slowly, because of course the advertising game is also changing, diba? With the advent of the social media
Internet na
and digital
masyado.
advertising. Oo. So, other than that, that's yung isa pang halos sabay nung time na yun was my investment in Happy Lemon, Philippines.
Yeah.
I think more of the younger ones, I think mga ka-generation ko would know that. We brought
Super
in
favorite ni
a
Anton yan.
brand.
Super favorite ni Anton yan. Yung salt, may rock salt
Ganon.
effect.
Yung rock salt and cheese.
Yes. Tapos,
Yeah.
inintroduce niya sa akin. Tapos sabi ko, yung sarap nga ah. So, di ba dati, pag manonood ka ng sine, binibili. Sige. Happy
This one
Lemon,
naman
yeah.
is a franchise, no, from Shanghai. So we applied for the country license, which is granted to us. So now we have, I think, close to 30 stores, if I'm not mistaken. Also with my friends, we brought in yung a bakery from France naman. It's called Eric Kaiser. It's a high-end, medyo mas premium brand, authentic French breads and pastries, mga baguette, croissants, and whatnot. So now we have how many brands? Branches, 6 or 7 yata eh. In Metro Manila, mostly in the Makati and Ortigas area. The business districts are So yeah, Happy Lemon, Eric Kaiser, and then we
Eric Kaiser
did.
delivers also.
Yes, yes. We have a website,
Okay.
erickiser.ph. Mga sandwiches. You have the traditional hard breads, the baguettes, and the sardos, and then the croissants, the softer ones. Ito naman, this is interesting kasi we have a French chef who's with us here in the Philippines who really
Mm.
bakes everything fresh every single day in the morning. When we're all sleeping, they're baking to make sure it's made fresh and with the high quality ingredients. Yung mga, instead of yeast, he uses a liquid
Mm.
levain that is a proprietary
Oh.
from Eric Kaiser from how many 6, 7 generations back way back in the early 90s.
Oh,
You
interesting.
cultivate, you culture it, and then you keep on mixing and feeding it para, it's like the DNA of the bread still being used in all the Eric Kaisers all over the world. Kaya yung
What's the
quality is very
difference
consistent.
between that cultured ingredient and the regular
And the
yeast
yeast,
that's used
well,
by
the
other
flavor, the
bakers?
flavor, the flavor, and then for the hard breads, yung labas niya mas matigas, but inside it's airy and soft,
Soft.
diba?
Gusto ko yun.
Yeah. So apparently, yeah, it makes a whole difference.
How involved are you in these three businesses?
Now I'm in the board level for all three. But
Mm-mm.
when we started, I
Mm-mm.
was really involved getting it started, setting it up, finding the right strategizing. But of course, I cannot do the day-to-day operations with everything else that I was doing or that I am doing. So I have partners, and we have really good managers who are
Mm-mm.
running those companies. But yeah, we have groups also and meetings, so we're updated and we're involved every so often. And usually, if there's help needed, then we step in and help. Pag wala mang problema, okay, it just goes on.
Mm-mm.
Or if there are critical decisions that need to be made, then we have a board meeting and then we discuss or both.
And then in all of these three companies, you always have partners outside of
Yes.
family. Lagi kang may partner.
Actually, these are all my personal investments. This is not a family investment.
Oo.
Mm-mm.
Yes.
Yeah.
But are you involved also in any of your family corporations?
Yes. When I
Ang
retired
dami mo.
from the PBA,
Mm.
I joined the family. Full time na ako dun. So we are into hospitality, real estate,
Mm.
may konting finance, manufacturing, but I'm more involved in the business dev of the holdco
Okay.
and the hospitality side. Doon ako mas tumutulong in the real estate. And the water,
Gusto ko,
actually the new one, I wanted to, baka later we can talk about the water and wastewater, which is the new thing that
oh yeah,
I'm
it's
into now.
very interesting.
So when I joined the family business, yeah, on the business development side, so we were looking for other industries to get into, and
Mm-mm.
this is a space that we thought was very interesting. So we partnered with some foreign principals to bring in the technologies for water treatment and wastewater treatment for different applications, mga industrials,
Yes.
commercial, and municipal
Buti. Oo.
clients. Oo. So doon ako naka-focus now for the
Ngayon.
family. And then on the other side naman, na water related then is I well with other partners naman, is my personal ang mini hydro power plants that we're constructing to
Good.
generate electricity from runoff rivers. So harnessing the river water and gravity and making the turbines run and generating electricity to produce clean energy. So those are my mga
Renewable.
advocacies din kasi renewable energy. I'm kind of big on that.
Ang tanong are you and Cla, your wife, in any business together?
No, not one of those
No?
businesses that are big on operations. I thought it's wiser or better for us, at least for us. Right? Baka for some, it's different, diba? To
It
just
works, yeah.
separate, work and our personal,
Mm-mm.
diba? Para, kung may issues, arguments, or friction, at least hindi madagdagan pa, diba? I mean,
Correct.
work is work, personal. But we do invest together. We
Mm-mm.
discuss and we jointly invest our personal funds or joint funds, whatever, in different financial instruments and real estate and whatnot. Na hindi operational heavy, diba? Like a traditional
Oo.
business. But business pa rin naman yun diba? In real estate or
Yes.
in fund, managing the funds, for example. That's a kind of business, but it's not, it's a general direction. Okay, we agree to invest this and then you can design it. Pero hindi yung business na like may finance, accounting, operations, away lang abot nun. But that's my view. I have,
Alam mo, Chris, may nabasa ako dati, long time ago, na article that a lot of companies want to hire good athletes, at least when they were in college. Di ba, kung minsan, oh, he was the captain of the whatever basketball or football team. Because there are qualities in being a good athlete that are so applicable in running a business. So in your case, ano yung mga qualities that you've honed as a professional basketball player that you're now able to apply in any or all of these
no.
businesses that you're handling now? Na, ay,
Yeah,
ito,
very good.
nakuha ko to
Oo. Yeah,
dahil
yeah, very good question. Oo. I think one is leadership, no? Second,
leadership.
working in teams. Yeah, I was in a team sport,
Yeah.
eh. So it's always,
Yeah.
working in teams, knowing your roles. Next, maybe rising above
Mm-hmm.
adversity, di ba? There'll always be challenges in sport, in the workplace. And what do you do? Do
Correct.
you point fingers? Do you give up? Or do you try to, find solutions and remain
Ganda.
resilient? And also maybe perspective, finding the positive side of things or experiences. Following rules, for example, di ba? When you play the game, sport, no, you have to obey the
Correct.
rules of the game, and the same way
Mm-mm.
when you in the workplace, when you go out there, it's the same thing. Respecting your opponents, also, di ba? Being humble when you win, no, when you have
At bawal ang pikon.
accomplishments. Bawal pikon yun, and being gracious in defeat.
Talo.
Oo. Kasi
Talo ang pikon.
sa sport, you're always competing, eh, di ba? Every week, every few days, natatalo ka. Practice and real games competitions when the stakes are high,
Yes.
natatalo ka. And
Yes.
masakit man, and sometimes you feel na you don't deserve to lose, pero you have to accept it because that's the outcome of the game, di ba? Alangan naman pikon ka
Yeah.
forever, di ba? So, ayan, a lot of life lessons talaga. And then
Ay,
I feel, and that's why I want kids and more youth to get into sport. That's one of my
correct.
motives
Alam mo,
also.
while you were discussing all these wonderful things that you've learned by being an athlete, I think one main thing also is that you practice how to lose gracefully, di ba? So because whenever you practice, may winner, may loser, di ba? So you now
Always,
have
yeah,
another perspective of losing. Si Marvin, he
exactly.
had this, meron siyang favorite line nun sa mga boys while they were growing up eh. Sabi niya, if you learn how to lose, you will never lose. O, di ba? Ang bongga.
Yeah, yeah. I totally agree. And that's the beauty of sport nga.
Mm-mm.
Like you said it perfectly. It's a training every day. Ilang
Mm-mm.
games, tune-up games, ang ginagawa mo, competitions,
Correct.
di ba? And every day nila natalo ka. You win some, but some you lose more, eh, di ba? And
That's true.
the value of defeat, I think, is so important. Especially and how you deal with it, no? Especially with the generation nowadays, di ba? Where it's easy to quit, it's easy to
Correct.
jump from one job to another, one project to another, instead of trying to work it out or find a way to
Mm.
persevere. Um, uh, and when you lose, parang it's not about you don't go into depression. Well, some do,
Correct.
diba? But it builds character, no?
Yes.
Because God,
Builds
there's a lot of
character.
kids who go into depression now. They experience failure, they experience rejection, um, and sometimes even to the point where they could take their own lives or
That's
be
right. Ay,
sad,
sobrang sad
diba?
ako dyan. Yeah.
So I've heard stories, diba? I don't know if it has to do with the social media or digital, world that we live in, but that's one thing that the sport will, really, I think, teach us, diba? How to
Yes.
handle failure, rejection, defeat, and you go out in life, maybe a different person, diba?
Mm-mm. So, Chris, at this point, I'd like us to get into what we call the FAUST Talk. Ginagaya natin
Oh.
si Tito Boy. Pero di ba, yung FAUST Talk, talaga, gusto ko rin ganon, mabilisan lang. But if you think that you feel the need to expound on an answer, you are free to do so. Pero quick lang
Okay.
Mabilis lang ta.
Sige,
Top
sige,
of the
sige.
mind.
Saya to.
Number 1,
Okay.
go. Golf or basketball?
Golf,
Favorite basketball player?
Michael Jordan,
Favorite basketball team?
Chicago Bulls.
Favorite coach?
Hirap naman yan. Ah, developed parang a friendship na with all my coaches, no?
Oh, ganito na
That
lang. So yung coach, diba, Coach A, I like him because Coach B, I like yon. Yung parang isang single
okay, okay.
character na gusto mo.
Akala ko fast talk. Akala ko fast talk.
Kaya nga FAUST Talk, may konting tweak.
Okay, may konting tweak. Okay, let's
Oo.
start siguro college na lang, may high school.
Okay.
Diba? And I hope I don't miss. Oh my gosh, are those coaches who've been with me for at least significant number of years na lang, diba? Si Coach Sandy Pachaga, I was Ateneo coach. I was assistant coach at first, became my head coach, and until now, we're great friends. A fantastic person, really a servant leader, and very sincere guy. Hats off to him. Coach Norman Black, diba? Very professional, great communicator, skilled, excellent, smart coach. After the Coach Raiko Torreman, Gilas Pilipinas, also experience-wise, Olympian coach, very extremely tough, discipline would be the word to describe him. And then Coach Yang Yao in the PBA, leader, will watch your back and protect you, and good motivator. Coach Kaloy Garcia, my last coach before I retired, extremely passionate about basketball and very smart, very, very intelligent and creative tactician. Yeah, yun na lang.
Do you have any plans in the future of also becoming a coach?
Not really. Although if there's an
really.
opportunity I don't know, maybe it's hard to say now. This is what I want, but then what God wants for me or what He plans for me. But if I had a chance to coach, I want to coach a high school team where they're very impressionable, where the coaches and mentors have a really strong role and impact to their lives and how they think and how they will go, develop as individuals, no, in terms of value formation, discipline, and more skill din naman technical, but I think more in that, being able to develop virtue in the athlete.
Okay, balik tayo sa fast talk mode, ano? Day or night?
Day.
For vacation, beach or cold place? Beach
nature.
or cold place?
Pwede ba nature?
Basta nature lang. O, sige, none of the above ka. O, ito, maganda. Discovery Shores, Boracay or Discovery Palawan?
Ay, depends who I'm with and what the objective is. I think Discovery Shores Boracay has more of the Boracay vibe. And,
Party.
Party. The Club Paradise naman in Coron is just nature, one with nature, island.
Yeah, that's true.
Life.
We agree. Our family agrees.
Beaches.
Yeah,
Talaga.
our family
so,
agrees.
Ikaw, more Club Paradise ka, more Coron than Boracay.
Yes. Pero syempre yung boys, type nila sa Discovery Shores. Next, if you have a problem, who do you approach first? Mom or dad?
Depends on the
Mabilis
nature of
lang.
the problem. Depends on the nature of the problem. Siguro, hirap eh. Baka
Relationship
sila pareho
problem.
eh. Yeah.
Sige, relationship problem.
Maybe dad. Sorry. Relationship. Baka mom relationship siguro.
Pag business problem.
Business dad, yeah, for sure dad.
Okay. Sige. Who's the sibling you're closest to? Si Achi, si Shope, si Shoti? Sino?
Hirap naman yun. Hirap to choose. Maybe because we're closer age and we have a lot in common. And siguro si Charles, my brother, the one who's 3 years younger
Right
than me.
after you.
I'm also my ate kasi is abroad, so but we're close then. We're all close naman eh. But I guess in terms of we stay in the same office with Charles, we same line of work, more or less same interest.
Yes.
So
So you're
same
closer.
age.
Basically. First crush.
Thank you, my wife. Close to my wife then.
Number of months or
Totoo.
years? Yeah, I know the story. Number of months or years bago ka sinagot?
3 years.
Tapos, how many years bago kayo kinasal?
12? 11, 12 years.
Wow. Let's continue. Favorite actor?
Si Tom Cruise siguro.
Oh, talaga. Favorite actress?
Julia Roberts.
Ooh, okay. Pero syempre gusto ko may Filipino version. Favorite Pinoy
Filipino.
actor?
John Lloyd.
Ooh, okay. Favorite Filipina actress?
Heart.
Si Heart. Ika-ano mo
Si
yun
Heart.
di ba? Ano ang favorite Filipino movie mo?
The title nun. Yung kay John Lloyd and Sarah.
Yung meron pang
Tsaka yung
Call Me.
yung dati, yung Rico yan. Yung Got to Believe.
Kamukha mo yun, di ba? Si Rico yan. I'm a lot of people may have told you this. Kahawig mo
Oo nga.
si Rico. A very special love daw yung title.
A Very
Sabi ni
Special
Shelo.
Love. Oo.
Blue or green?
Natanong
Bahala
pa
ka
ba
na sa
yun?
connotation.
Natanong pa
Kaya
ba yun?
sabihin mo, blue or
Blue,
green?
blue.
Pink or red?
We celebrate everyone's uniqueness.
Aba, safe ang sagot. Spider-Man or Superman?
Spider-Man. I used to
Spider-Man.
climb walls when I was a kid. I would
I
climb the
know.
walls of my house and everybody was shocked how I could do that.
Long time ago, dun sa isang old article mo, yung to whom much is given, much is expected
Yes. I
from
like the
you.
saying also. Yeah.
That one. Okay,
I
last
think
na
that
to
that's one of the mottos
that
I try
you've
to
lived by, no?
live by. I try.
Mm. Ang favorite piano piece mo? Alam nyo mga friends who are watching right now, ang galing magpiano ni CHRIS TIU.
It's hard to choose just one. Madami yung hilig.
Yan si Cla!
Look who's
Let her,
here.
can you ask her to say
Cla is
hi,
here.
your kiddos?
Cla, can you say hi? We're
May
we're live.
bonus
This is
tayo.
Mary
Hello!
Diana. Wait.
Hi,
If I take out my
Diana.
AirPods, we're live on Kumu and Facebook. Wait, how do I take out
Di ba? May bonus tayo. May bonus guys. Ang cute
Bluetooth?
naman. Para
Hello?
tayong nanonood
Yan.
ng Korean novela.
This is Mary and Cla is here.
Hi, Cla. How are you?
And with 1,000 viewers live though.
We have
This is
1-8.
Mary Diana music.
She's number 2, right?
This is number 2, yeah.
Ano yung favorite piano piece mo? Na sasabihin ko sa audience natin ngayon, panoorin nila.
Generally, I like Broadway musicals and Chinese love songs.
Oo.
And Philip OPM. Anything mellow, ballads. It's hard to choose one. Maybe All I Ask of You, Phantom of the Opera, my all-time favorite.
Any message to our viewers?
Yeah. Nothing much. Just thank you for listening. I hope I was able to share something interesting and useful and meaningful to you guys, and at least hopefully entertain you for a little bit. Thanks for all the support over the years for those who've followed me, and all the best to everybody. Take care, stay safe, and stay happy.
Yeah.
Maraming
salamat. Yes, thank you very much for taking time from your vacation. And to those who would like to know more about money, just go to fqmom.com. Follow me on my socials. Maraming salamat po. Bye!
Thank you. Say hi to the family also, Rose.
Yes.